next orc army, something like that.
Or if there's going to be second attack.
Will there be a second invasion?
How long till missing?
How long till we get to second invasion? Alright. Where are they and how long before we get to second invasion?
How much did it hurt when you fell off cliff?
Awesome. Alright. Any other suggestions? I'm good with these. Okay. Oberon, are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, the next evening you guys interrogate the other two bodies. You're starting with the half-orc alchemist.
Yep.
Okay.
17, sir.
You spend 10 minutes casting the spells, lighting incense, lighting little candles around the partially unwrapped body of the half-orc. This guy's much skinnier. He smells of alchemy, of chemicals. And you don't know his name. Let's find where his stats are.
Orc dude. Alright.
Okay.
Just eat like starving bastards.
There's a ripple to his flesh as he seems to like sweat chemicals, and then all of a sudden his eyes jaunt open. Oberon jumps back a little bit at that. He's looking around the room as there's like the smell of turpentine kind of pouring out of his mouth.
Okay. DC 17, sir.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong spot. I'm like, where is it? Can't find it. Yeah, this guy's will save blows. 6. Okay, eventually the turpentine stops flowing out of his mouth.
What were you seeking in the cave where you died?
Fucking undead. I was looking for what she sent us to get. The hammer. And the other half of the geode.
Awesome. What is the password to release the hammer?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Question to the DM, does that count as a question?
Yep.
Ah, balls! Crush a skull. No, I don't.
Stupid orc. Send them back to beat up their body. So sadistic. Okay,
Well,
that's 2 questions, right?
Yeah, he's done.
He begins to, like, his lungs begin to fill with weird, like, alchemical turpentine, and
Yep.
the turpentine then sort of dries really rapidly into a weird smoke, and his body returns to the rigor mortis state that it was in.
Okay. Well, that was telling. At least they don't know the password of it. But the question is, again, how did they figure out this place? How did they know about it?
Oh, what was that about the other half of the geode?
Well, apparently we've got half of a map. They've got the other half.
You're muted, Adam, if you're...
Or they might know where the other half is.
Shit! map to the best mountain! One half of map. We need other half. Who has other
you're
half
funny.
of map? Probably Princess Lady has other half of map. Time to go see Princess Lady. Princess Giant.
Hey, gentlemen.
Yep.
Sorry.
You help me. What?
The Doom Priest Lokrik's not unwrapping the body, but I guess Zildin, yeah, he's willing to get dirty. He unwraps the body. I guess if Mark was here, he could say, I could cast a spell too, but... I think you can only interrogate one body once, so once per week.
Yep.
So,
Uker will twist the guy's head to be on straight again.
I'm coming in 2 seconds, laddies. 1 second. Or 2 seconds, I mean. Alright, so for the Doom Priest, we're going to ask the following questions. First question is going to be, where is the... How far away by Wolfride is your next... Is your closest army? There we go.
how far away by Wolfride? Okay, let's see.
Because I gotta be specific.
Let's see if the cleric has got a good will save before I open up maps and start calculating.
Really good. Good question. Jeez. He's a cleric, so it's not gonna be a pansy.
Yeah. Plus 7. 24.
Balls.
Okay. This guy is really quiet. He just slowly, there is a bit of blackish smoke that comes out of his mouth, and his eyes snap open. He looks at Lemmy, and he grins.
Ah, bloody hell! It happened again.
One of his eyes then rolls back into the back of his skull, leaving him only with one eye. Like it melts away.
How badly did you hit this guy?
We'll have you.
I'm sure he'll try, but he will fail.
When he's done with it, we'll burn your tree.
He might try, but he'll fail. Many have tried. The tree is bigger than Grumsh's.
Why,
But many
you
have failed.
called my spirit here. I was splitting open such wonderful heads, squashing them like melons.
When's the next attack on this town that you failed?
It's already underway.
Sound the alarms. They're on the
I
way
must
already.
say, these orcs were
How
as
long
lippy
before
in
they?
death as
How
they were
long
in
before
life.
they get here?
What was that, John?
I must say, these orcs are as lippy in death as they were in life.
Seriously, aren't they?
Your world is doomed. Your people should submit now to our whim, or you will be trampled underfoot.
I don't know the meaning of the word. Well, I do know the meaning, but I mean, you understand the context, right? But since you're dead, you might not.
Grooms will be the only god in the end, the only one left standing. Broken backs of elvish deities. Oh,
Where does the geode map lead you to?
your doom. All maps lead to your doom. There is nowhere you can run, nowhere you can hide.
If you so believe that Grumsh is so powerful, then you'll answer me. Because if you don't answer me, then you don't believe Grumsh is more powerful than I am.
Your little tricks, foolish one, will not fool the one-eyed gods.
Who's afraid of telling me the answer? That's too bad. He knows he'll get his ass handed to him.
Know that you are mocked. I will ask the shepherds that I have your soul here with me for eternity.
You're gonna have to wait. I don't plan on dying anytime soon.
Join me, you little worm, and I'll feed you the guts of innocence. I'll feed you the flesh of your own tree.
Get rid of him.
Well, that one's a liar if I ever saw one. says Zildin, who's eating some bread because the voice is horrible. He's eating some of the wafers that you had
Pasta.
He's eating some holy wafers.
Exactly.
Anybody got cheese? Try this peanut butter here.
Even though you've kept the bodies safe, if we add 7 days, that brings us past the point where Oberon went missing and where everything was interrupted. So you've got some fresh bodies kind of remaining behind. I think what we'll do is we'll take a 5-minute bio break, and then we'll snap back to where we left off last game, where you guys are kind of entering a cliff. I'm gonna kind of tease you guys with actually loading the map and showing you it as I describe it.
Oh, you rat bastard.
Well, also if you might be able to decide what your approach is going to be. John,
The most direct
I know
approach
we
possible.
were kind of like I rewatched the end of last game and I don't know if you actually did this or not, but when you kind of went to the other side, did you re-tap your token to the obelisk or not?
When I came to the other side?
Yes.
No.
I know you said that kind of in a John voice. I couldn't tell whether it was okay. So you
Yeah,
have-
oh yeah, that was a joke. I was joking about just
all
being
right.
like, well, fuck this, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys, the point I'm trying to make is you haven't re-experimented at this point with
Right.
the tokens and the.
We don't know what they can do yet.
Yeah, exactly. Because it was a joke, I could change also my answer. So if we go to Ancient Pavilion, and I'm gonna zoom out. I also expanded the scope of it after I drew it. It's more than 100 feet away.
Oh, okay.
But if we've got, if you see, here is a kind of a step of stone, almost like a dais. It's only about 2 feet off the ground. There's the rune stone that you guys appear out beside. There is a mountainous cliff. It's misty, so you can't really see the bottom, but it goes down hundreds of feet. And then there's this cut walkway that leads up at an angle, all the way to where it stops inclining. Where Oberon is standing here, there is a strange, almost mason work of stone with a weird blue crystal that is maybe 12 feet off the ground. Like, this is a huge, actually more than that. It's about 20 feet off the ground. It's like a big 20 by 20 foot square. No, sorry, 40 by 40 foot square with a crystal in the center. The crystal's as big as maybe a giant's head. And then you see that there is a gigantic pavilion of arches or of columns that has a roof to it. So a massive marble gazebo of great age. Like, it's got cracks in it and that sort of thing. So that's the sort of cliffside where we've left off, and then Azildin's keen eyes mentions that Oberon isn't moving because his skin looks like it's stone.
Ah.
Yeah.
Maybe he cast a stone skin spell.
Yeah, exactly. And just stood there for a while. So why don't we take
Practicing his mimery.
why don't we take our first break, and then when
Sounds
we
good.
return, we can enter, as John said, eagerly into combat. Combat.
I don't want to be a stone.
This is a very stressful week for me. I want to kill things.
People are supposed to be statues of me.
Got
How
it. Got
do you
it. So
statue?
there might be some combat. Please enter your. Make sure your initiative sheet is up to date. Don't roll initiative yet, but we'll be back in 5 minutes on DieDragonDie presents the Legends campaign.
Cool.
Alright, welcome back. Yeah, Sundays are for Game of Thrones and laundry in my household. sleeping in laundry, Game of Thrones. Those are my.
I get
points.
to go to Niagara Falls tomorrow.
You sound really excited about that.
Woo!
It's like a 2.5 hour drive.
Yep. And then you get to see a lot of water falling. And then you drive home after paying too much for a meal that's not very good. Yay! It'll be my 3rd time this year, and I got one more. Everybody's visiting me this year, and everybody goes, let's go see Niagara Falls.
Couldn't you just bring them into a better restaurant then?
But they're so expensive in Niagara Falls.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. They're all really not very good. The good ones are like $100 a plate. So
Just bring them to the keg. You know what you're getting.
yay! Everybody wants to see the waterfall down.
All right. So who's controlling Azildan in combat?
I believe he voted Adam to do that.
I'll try to keep him from getting deader.
Who would like to control Lokrik in combat?
Well, I guess I can run Lofric.
Johnny boy.
Are you capable with your hungover state, John?
I'm fine. I'm not even that hungover anymore.
Okay, all right. Anymore. It kind of wears off as the afternoon goes
Yeah.
on, right? Drink some more.
That's later tonight.
Oh, okay.
There?
Hello.
Okay. With the slight wind, you can see Oberon's robe fluttering. There's a mist that is cloaking further down in the valley. There are winds up here, which are somewhat sheltered by the shape of the of this groove in the mountainside. All of your ears popped when you arrived, and it's approximately the same time of day. Setting sun.
Does the red represent just downhill or
No, the red represents like a sheer cliff of mountain
a
going
drop?
up.
Okay.
Going
Oh,
up.
going up.
The black is down.
Okay. Okay, I gotcha.
This is an incline all the way up to where Oberon kind of arrived. Like it's like he came up and looked over the side and then somehow was turned to stone.
Somehow. I
Knowledge
guess I'll
nature
roll
knowledge
objective
arcana.
for Lokric.
Marty, knowledge arcana, knowledge nature. How the hell would that happen?
Knowledge.
Dungeoneering. No, it's something I don't have.
Arcana, sure.
Oops. Oh, that's why.
DC 18.
9. Magnificent.
You don't know.
That's a fancy statue. How did they get one like this made so quickly?
I think. Actually, he's not even here.
I think I'm a piece of rock.
Well, there's one way to find out. There we go. It's getting a little bit better.
Oh, we got to get over there.
Well, hold on.
Oh,
a
the
second.
mountains.
Well, give it a
Reminds me of
second
my
here.
home.
Give it a second here. Would you describe what he looks like? Like who stands?
Tall,
Like, what is he doing? No.
Frozen,
His
bit of a
stance, like,
tosser.
Look at the
What's he
picture.
doing?
Look at the VC.
It looked like he didn't
Sorry,
like that
I'll-
he was. What happened? Like
Oh,
he was
his,
trying to
his,
shield.
sorry, I didn't see what you were doing.
I know, that's why I'm telling you to look at the video.
His arm is up. Well, it looks like he's shielding himself. The hell? Be very careful. I don't know what the hell could do that.
There is that strange crystal up there. Perhaps it's a trap.
Perhaps? Is he shielding himself from the crystal?
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, maybe.
He's kind of facing more like forward than towards the crystal.
What kind of things can turn to stone?
Nature?
So you've already rolled your knowledge arcana.
Arcana. Yeah, it's nature or religion, I guess. I don't know. Lockrick, do you have anything like that in your libraries?
He's struggling with the pig a little bit, and he's looking over at you.
Let's take a look.
The pig's not trained for riding, and Lokric has no ranks in ride. So yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
he's doing
Strap
weird-
him to the pig!
I think the pig is trained for. We were far enough through to have like non-combat riding, right? Because it's 3 weeks for
Yeah, it's,
regular
it's
riding.
trained for work, but it's
Yeah.
it's
Well,
Lokric may
Should
want to
put-
get off the pig.
Should put a
at
little
some
cart
point.
behind it and put him on the cart.
Yeah, that's well, yeah. Or next level, he puts in a couple ranks of ride, and you know you treat the you teach the damn thing to be a combat machine.
God damn it, I'm gonna build a war chariot dire board.
That's awesome too.
oh, dude, it'd be the
Yeah,
chariot of the Chimera.
Handle
And you'd
animal
have-
too. He's got better charisma than he does dex, so handle animal for chariot riding. That's cool. It's the stone chariot of the dwarves.
Bring me a chariot.
My kingdom for a chariot.
Right. At first, it's going to be a plank of wood that is tied to the pig, and he stands on it.
How windy is it?
How windy? It's not like. Oh my goodness! What the hell?
How about-
It's a marker.
Ah,
So we did recap, and then Lemmy-O interrogated a few of the orc bodies, and you did some role playing with the old orc crone woman. But aside from that, we've just got to the point where we left off the cliffhanger last game.
Okay,
And I
cool.
just,
Man.
and I
We're
just
gonna
got,
die.
and I just got used to doing Isildin's voice, but much
No,
better that
no,
you're
you
here to do it. Yeah. Let Mark.
Nice
do it.
try, DM, but please pass it on.
I will just sit here and snack on raspberries.
Sit there and
I've
look
been on
pretty,
Twitter.
my
Others
pretty.
disagree with you.
cover. I will go get Oberon. You cover me.
Well, hold on a second here. Didn't get you. Let me give you a little bit of mobility, my friend.
He's riding a dire wolf. I don't think he needs a whole lot more mobility.
I suggest just leaving the
Actually,
wolf
hop
here.
off, Reccho.
I can get you airborne if you know what I mean.
Sit. Sit. Stay.
Oh,
Getting
yeah.
mounts with the other characters was a clever way of forcing them to learn how the ride skill works, so they don't have to ask me all the time.
This is only going to last for 5 minutes.
Okay.
If you're going to do something, hurry it up.
Uker tells the many 100-pound dire wolf to sit, and it sits down with a bit of a growl, and then you're like, "Hey!" And it shuts up.
I will slap you until tomorrow.
Yep. The
This is
previous-
gonna last for 5 minutes. Ready? All right. Cast fly on you.
Okay.
You have fly?
Yep. Domain, baby.
Travel, Oracle.
Ah.
Or travel, Claire.
Domain.
Oh, nice.
How dare you call me an oracle?
So hold on a second. Don't move
Oh.
yet, Uker. While you're casting fly, are people moving up, or what are they doing?
Well, yeah, I was going to start moving up.
Yeah.
Double move.
Okay.
Stay away from the edge.
Actually, hold on a second. I got something else for you. I'm gonna throw in a protection from evil.
And
Don't
then-
let this guy get controlled.
And then Lokric is going to move with the direboar. Can someone look up how fast it moves?
Sure.
150.
I think it's 40.
Dire.
He's gonna put protection from evil on you as
It
well.
has a move speed of 40.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's riding the direboar up, but he looks over and goes, "It's a long way down." and he's staying to the mountain side as opposed to the cliff side. So it appears that Galith is doing the same.
Yeah.
Okay, it is a rocky pathway. If it was carved on purpose, which a good chance there is because there's actual structures on both ends of this walkway, it was done a long time ago. Like the rains have smoothed things out, and there's rocky pebbles in the way. It doesn't look like it's commonly traversed. Maybe foot traffic. Maybe right in the center there appears to be like a slightly clearer area, but Lamry's just kind of trudging up the slope, sending pebbles, scattering. She can traverse it. Is what I'm saying.
What weapon does Uker hold or carry?
He's got a war scythe and a bone club.
What's your favorite weapon?
The one in my hand when I swing.
And then
Pick one. You have 3 seconds.
Azildan moves at 60, I think.
He's gonna
something
cast.
ridiculous.
He's gonna cast Mad. He's gonna move at 70, doesn't he?
They're both magic.
Oh, they are. Never mind. Get the hell out of here then.
Adam, how quick does Azildan move? Is it 60?
Azzy, I think, is only.
He moves. Doesn't he move 50?
He's 50 right now.
Okay, so
50, yeah.
he double moves and he tells Rosie to stay. So Rosie's just gonna stay behind.
Uker's gonna take a flying run because it's fun. Whee!
Okay, so that's the next round. As you're kind of you
Yep.
got off and waited for
Yeah.
so everyone else the next round.
Um,
Zildan will move up 100.
I can run. Oh wait, people are already ahead of me.
Whoa! Lokrik's trying not to ride the boar off the cliff.
We need dire mountain goats.
Okay, Uker, are you also climbing up, Uker? Are you staying are you staying flush with the rise of the land, or?
No, I'm trying to be I was trying to get around this corner, so I just want to be stealthy, and I'm trying to sort of sneak up on Oberon. So I'm not trying to just go too high.
So
Oberon.
Stealthy, but not like stealthy.
I'm
in
not
your
stealthing.
approach,
I'm
not-
just
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's the stealthy in approach, not stealthy as in the skill. Doesn't matter if I'm wearing neon orange construction suit if there's a wall between you and me. That's that version of stealthy.
Okay, Uker. DC 20. Can you give me a perception check, Uker?
If you drop like a stone, literally,
I'll
you have to
laugh.
make a new character. I killed your character.
Awkward.
You find another here around the corner.
I think everyone away, even with a Zildan, it's just too far away. Like
19.
a Zildan. Oh wait, just give me a second. 21 plus. Can a Zildan make DC 41 perception checks?
Perceptions? No,
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
He's close.
Uker, because of his vantage point, we're talking 13, DC 33 for Uker.
I can't make that.
Okay.
He's closer to making his than I am to making that one.
Yeah, there's a distance penalty for perception checks at -1 per every 10 feet, so that's why it's hard for them to notice something maybe minuscule or a fine detail from this far away.
That's fine.
Yep. So Uker's flying. Oh, it feels like you've got butterflies in your stomach as you're whipping across. You could see the misty covered. There might be forest down there. You're not sure, but it's like hundreds of feet drop.
Oh, we're getting close to the point where Uker's going to jump off a cliff just for funsies. Still superhero landing at the bottom. Oh yes.
Okay. So Uker is done a quick run out. A next round. I'm just moving a Zildan up 100 mark.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're already on map tools or not, but he's
Yeah, I am.
moving up with the group.
I'll just move him 100 again.
That's a single move, and I'm going to throw a smoke stick.
Okay. You guys, from this vantage point, almost because you're behind it, notice that this little gem is throwing out almost like a faint field of light. And the faint field of light is not going just out, it's going out hundreds of feet. And is lighting up the entire area. You're already in this field of light, and you notice that the light is permeating behind you as well. Like it's somehow going through the rock and coming out. Like you realize as you're moving around that you're in this protective dome or this sensory magic, or the field, if you will, of whatever this thing is doing. It's slight, but the dimensions are hundreds of feet out in all directions.
Perfect. We are going to try to cover our approach.
Okay.
So,
next.
that's this round. Throw smoke stick.
Throw a smoke stick. Okay. Can you point where the smoke stick lands?
I'll give you an attack roll because we're in the 5th range increment of my smoke stick.
Uganda. Wow, that's a good throw, buddy.
Through time and space.
He throws it just to portal up yours.
Okay. Lands. Basically, it's going to land.
It scares 2 monkeys, and they don't mate, thus not creating the human species. Oh god.
Yay, monkeys!
How big is the radius?
A 10-foot.
So like that?
Give me a second. I'm checking if it's 10-foot cube or 10-foot. It's a 10-foot cube.
Cube.
It's smaller. A little cube.
Okay,
10-foot cubicus.
like right centered on Oberon, then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you actually hear a hiss and some stones move.
Oh.
That's not normal.
Now, perception checks for the beginning of this round. Uker, the DC is 8, so 28.
I
Galith
can roll a 20.
is 34.
I can't make that.
Azildan is 38.
I can. If he rolls a 20, you can get it.
Okay. So basically, next round, you guys are all moving up again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lokrik's a little bit worried about the path that is only wide enough as the pig. Mark, I'll move Azildan up, like a double move.
Uker's going to throw another smoke stick here.
Okay, actually, at this point, we're gonna roll initiative because there's something hiding.
Okay.
And the thing is,
so I'm rolling forward, and I'm going to go grab my smoke stick.
the basilisk is just hiding behind
What?
in the ground, underneath it burrowed underneath a bunch of loose rock and that sort of thing, and it's just sort of basking. The head popped out a little bit, but it did hiss, so you know that there's something there when the smoke stick had landed, and then we're going to roll a surprise round, because I don't think all of you could see it. Actually, first we're going to give you a chance after your movement to see it. So Azildan doesn't even have line of sight, so he doesn't get a spot.
Okay.
Galith, DC 25. Uker, DC 24. And then
I can't even see it.
I think the others are just too far back.
I don't see it.
The smoke's in our way.
I can't make that.
Okay, we're going to call this thing the Stoneclaw Basilisk.
With the blinded template?
It's blinded by the light.
Sure.
Revved up like a douche? Why is it revved up like a douche? What does that even mean?
What does that even mean?
Okay, and the Basilisk goes at initiative -1.
What kind of douche requires revving? It's very scary.
I don't.
Are we doing initiative? Sorry.
We're doing initiatives. Uker, what'd you get for initiative?
Not enough. 1.
Ooh.
Oberon is got 0. Lemmy,
18.
what's that?
18. Pepper in.
Azildan,
8.
That's what she said.
Lokrit,
17.
Galith,
13.
and then I'm going to add something called Other.
Uh-oh.
And Other has a really great initiative of...
Hero killer.
It is a small finch.
Stone.
Small Finch, it's going to mock you with its song. Oh, that's so cute. So actually, there are 2 others I need to add. The first...
Oh god, it
Other,
has sneak attack!
Good thing I'm immune to those.
First Other is +7.
Made me rethink about taking another power that would make me immune to sneak attack, which kind of seems redundant.
And the other
Oh
has
god,
a
what?
plus... Oh god.
20?
+8.
What the fuck?
Who is breathing into their mic?
I believe it's Mark.
I got a fan on, sorry.
Okay, sorry.
How dare you try to cool yourself down, Mark?
He's breathing heavily.
Yep. So, small Other...
Ahmed
and then
breaking his fast in oh so erotic way.
I'm going to call one... One is the Observer. Okay.
Right on. Blanky.
The small Other gets a 3, and the Observer gets an 11.
Blanket.
Alrighty then. Let's do this.
Yeah, just sorting initiative. There we go.
Got my blanket on, no pants, I'm ready for a fight.
Pants are not
Pants optional.
Not optional. Okay.
That means there is no option for pants. Pants
Correct.
are just
Shit.
completely not allowed.
Fine.
Pants are
Observer,
allowed.
there's no panning down. Tilting or whatever.
Joke's on you. Oh,
Alright, Observer doesn't do anything, although he may have noticed you guys approaching.
Yeah, flying mountain man.
He's gonna stay put.
Hopefully he's
Lemmy-O,
got stone salt.
you are surprised.
I'm surprised.
Lokrit
What the hell's going on?
is
I feel like I
surprised. Galith didn't notice the creature. Small Other. Small Other is going to readjust his hiding spot.
Booker, I found your cookie.
8, 12.
nice.
Ulker. Close enough.
Good cookie.
You eat one of these, you're good for a week.
8. So I've
He
got
says that he eats 3 of them.
okay. It's got a 40 on its stealth,
Jeez.
See ya.
so you don't notice a tiny creature kind of peeking out at you from Oberon's equipment.
Put that thing away.
Azildan is surprised.
Oberon, your familiar showing.
The stone claw basilisk climbs out of its hiding spot and then moves around this way, and I think it gets this far on the surprise round.
And just walk up and bash its face in.
Okay.
Are these your eyeballs?
So you guys saw a reptilian monster with 8 legs, with really sharp-looking claws, kind of scramble after you chucked the thing and started moving up. It sensed all of you, and it went scrambling out of the ground, rocks spilling off of its back, and it went behind the cloud of smoke, and you can see its snout starting to peek around the cloud of smoke, and its head is starting to turn towards you.
Oh, I see.
Oberon is a statue. Uker is
Did not
surprised.
see it.
Okay, top of the actual round. The Observer, he's... He's going to maintain his spot of observation. Lemmy-O, this is the first real round. You get to act.
But I don't know anything. but I don't know what anything's going on though.
Well,
you now saw a bunch of like dust get kicked up, and everyone's kind of reacting. So
Just a double move.
Stumpworth double moves. Does Lemmy-O do anything?
Yeah, Lemmy's gonna cast. Oh, I don't know that one yet. Bloody hell! He's gonna cast Call Lightning.
Okay. When a mount double moves and you cast a spell, do you have to make a concentration check?
Certainly do.
Bloody hell! Na, 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 na. Masterwork Saddle. Does that help?
No.
No.
No. So, blah,
Her blur, blur, blur.
Riding a moving mount is vigorous motion.
yes.
Vigorous.
10 plus level of the spell. So you need to make a DC 13 concentration check to maintain your Call Lightning.
Okay.
As Stumpworth has just put his head down kind of and is moving forward up the hill.
Tromp, tromp, tromp.
I'm good.
Okay, Lemmy-O reaches out to the heavens and there's a crackle of thunder and
Help me blast some bastards!
okay, that got the attention of some other things. Gallop.
Oh shit, you aggroed. Well, it looks like we've decided that this thing is hostile, so... Charge!
Okay, you charge the lizard.
Poof.
I'll
Please
do a
explode
ride.
it into tiny little lizard bits.
I'll do a ride by attack, so I'll just keep going to here.
Through its squares?
No, I think I can go around it. Yeah. Because I have the wheeling charge now, so
Okay,
that's my turn.
So you can kind of arc around it as you're
Yep.
flying it. Okay, so this creature does hiss at you as you're approaching violently on horseback.
Well, yeah, I mean, apparently it's an enemy, so.
It's a
Does it get
scary monster.
does it get an AOO on any of you?
No.
Okay.
You don't get to attack, so the ride by.
That also covers your mount, I think is the question.
Yes, I think so. I think it does.
Nice.
Because you're both charging at the same time, and you're both.
Okay, so give me an attack roll.
Make
You and your
sure.
mount do not provoke an attack opportunity.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't have any.
If
Oh,
there
yeah,
was
it's a-
two of them, they'd be AOs. That's the thing.
It's a +1 weapon now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if there was somebody else.
It was masterwork before, so it won't affect your attack roll to hit.
Yes, but the damage.
The damage. Yep.
+5.
Oh, I will open up the crit table. Just in case.
Okay. Crit. Well, that never happened. AC 19. That was a pretty
AC
ballsy
19.
roll.
Yeah, you managed to push past its rough leathery hide, and it hisses as you impale it.
Good. Do. 46 damage.
Oh,
Okay. Poof.
Legends critical hit table as well open the campaign sheet. 46 damage.
Mounted
Okay,
Olympics.
that almost kills it, but it's still moving at the end of your lance as you pull your lance out of it and go riding by.
Well, that's not good.
You get a better view of the plateau that you're on, like the incline stops kind of at the place where Oberon is.
Okay.
And you can see that the plateau ends at this wonderful kind of ancient Greek-style pavilion.
Cool.
That's got pillars all around, and then there might be an inner building. It does have a roof, and I think when when Lemmy cast his lightning spell, these things started digging their way out of the earth. So you can see that like there are more snouts coming out
Oh, well, that's not
of the
good.
ground, kind of around the corner. This gem is beautiful. It's almost like it's reflecting like the sky or like a sky blue color.
Cool,
But it's not doing anything. At least you haven't set off any additional magics. Okay, so that is
Does it
Gallif.
have a price tag on it? An MSRP sticker.
There are
Barcode?
some inscriptions that are kind of like that look like arcane-ish runes that are kind of spiraling around or circling around. They're not moving; they're inscribed in the stone. There's definite purpose to this construct. The small other is continuing to watch you guys from his little perch. He's now peeking out of the collar of Oberon's robes and looking at the night, but not doing anything. Azildan.
He's gonna move.
At this point in time, it's got cover from Oberon.
And
Oh,
he's going to cast Owl's
that's bad anti-sling
Wisdom.
bullets.
Owl's Wisdom. Okay.
Just blink. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, sorry, Oberon. Guess we need a new wizard.
Stoneclaw Basilisk does not like getting poked. It turns its head, looks at Lamry. And there's a weird greenish light that is coming from its eyes.
I don't like that.
Lamry needs to make a Fortitude save DC 15.
Okay.
Oh, that would kick my ass.
She makes it right on the nose.
Okay. Lamry doesn't like it, and kind of her legs started turning into stone, but she bucked away from the gaze, and layers of skin fell off, revealing a fresh wound underneath. No damage, but
I'm pretty certain something's getting the shit kicked out of him as soon as Limer's turn shows up.
and then this thing's not too smart, so it moves away from the pain. It'll 5-foot step away from you. Yeah, it actually
Doesn't understand what it's doing to itself.
Yeah, it just turns its head and starts moving away.
To be fair, all movement options were poor in that situation.
Yeah, it's like it's trying to like curl up next to Oberon, like Oberon's important to it. Instinctually, Oberon does not move on his turn. Ooker.
What's with that guy?
Oh. Well, Ukar's gonna push the thing out of the cloud to its doom. We're gonna come into here.
Give it a good boot.
Give it a little burst of ha-ha! Give it a kick out of the cloud. We're gonna rage for a round and kick the fucking basilisk out of the cloud.
Okay. Is there a mischance when you're in the smoke?
I think there's a 20% mischance.
Okay.
It's like a fog cloud. So yes.
Don't
there's a
hit
mischance.
Oberon.
Carol. And I miss! I'll roll the D100 because I could critical fumble. Natural 20! I would have kicked his ass like 20 feet.
Ooker's in there, but he kicks a bunch of stone. There's a lot of loose, almost gravel that is along this cliff. Like it tumbles down and collects. Ooker just kicks a whole pile of it out. Really, lots of it, but not a basilisk.
Really disappointing.
The observer continues to watch from afar. He glances down at all the gemstones that he's kind of discarded, and doesn't think it's worth the fact that he discarded them so haphazardly. He doesn't think it's worth picking them up at this point. He's more curious about you guys. Lemmy-O.
I still can't see anything. So
you
I'm
can
going.
see that there's a skirmish.
There's a kerfuffle.
I'm gonna get Stump to double move.
Mm-hmm.
That's 30. No, he's gonna drop me off after this, and he's gonna keep going.
34. CMG.
Actually, no. He's going to take me here. He's going to just put me down as a move.
Okay.
Damn it! Ah!
If you stop,
Give me my Lemmy!
I think you're one back, but anyways, yeah.
All right, there we go. Lemmy is going to start summoning. Actually,
What's the range of your lightning?
I'm really far away. I just zoomed out. I'm like 100 feet away. Shit. Ah, crap. No, he's gonna stay on top of him. Sorry. I didn't realize I was that far. He's gonna double move.
Okay, he moves another 30 feet.
Yeah. I will start summoning. So that's gonna be another roll. This is a second circle. This is a second circle spell.
DC 12.
Yep. Yay.
Okay, so you begin summoning.
Yep. Humana.
That is not how it sounds, but
It's not the worst in the world. Maybe you can get a little bit more.
Lokrik is just gonna move up. Is he gonna take a double move and start Bard Song, maybe?
Can he do his is he standard or move Bard Song?
He's standard. No,
So-
double move on Pig.
Oh yeah, that's good. There's no concentration check on that.
Okay, John. He's gonna start a Bard Song,
Okay, great.
and then
Singing about the mountain.
and now it's Galeth.
Fuck you.
You're gonna get the ones that are coming out of the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
You go riding along the gravel. Nothing happens. There's kind of a slight flash. Maybe it's just to change your position relative to the gem, but it doesn't do anything to you. This Stoneclaw Basilisk is coming out of the ground.
Oh, you know what? That basilisk should have 3 less damage.
Okay. I will certainly give it 3 hit points back. You will all be stone statues for my lawn chess game.
Uh-oh. Alright, so I
Where are you
missed.
gonna get the matching rooks from? I mean,
Yeah, you rolled a natural 1, and then a 28 would have hit, so you actually hit a bunch of gravel. You
we're about
almost
to have to make a bunch of fort saves.
your lance sort of bent awkwardly against the stone as you lance downwards. It's climbing out of the hole really quickly, which kind of put you off kilter. Lamry also didn't really like being so close to the creature coming out of the ground, and she kind of ducked her head off to the side. All of it resulted in a miss.
That's it. I'm sending you to the glue factory.
I blame all my
Leopard.
critical misses on my horse.
Well, at least Genzorg had the drugs to blame.
Uker, you hear a little voice beside you. Hi. You gotta get started.
As he backhands Oberon.
Do this and talk!
like Oberon's wearing a tiny green little necklace. It's this really, really, really thin and very, very green snake that is wrapped around Oberon's neck and just sort of peeking out of over his ear. And I'll put a miniature down for the thing that's talking to you.
Why is everything here so phallic?
It actually sounded more like a hiss, but you understood what it was saying.
Kill it. Kill it with fire.
And where is the little guy?
Ooh, eh.
Yeah.
Le autobus.
Oui, l'autobus is probably...
L'autobus means bicycle.
Yeah,
I teach my kids how to speak good.
So there he is. He's not that big. He's just a little tiny guy.
Okay.
Tiny little garden snake.
Hey, buddy. Oh, God.
Look how cute he is.